Today I'd like to do a video on my perspective of a video that John Lovell did a few weeks ago. It's about bug out bags and why he said he doesn't have one, why he does appreciate having different bags to do different things, and how there are situations that you do need to evacuate immediately. To start, I'd like to kind of go over what I used to have for bug out bags and where I'm at now. I used to have a Maxpedition Falcon that I could have for 3 days when I was single, and I was very self-sufficient in that small bag. Then I decided switching to a Maxpedition Vulture, and I could do 5 days all by myself, and I feel like I could get up and go and be fairly self-sufficient. Then I moved to a hiking pack with a proper suspension system after really trying a bunch of stuff out. As life changed, I made Nikki a pack, and it was set up for a week comfortably, so we each had a bag for a week comfortably. And as our daughter got older and she became into toddler age, we began having 3 days for the three of us spread amongst those two packs. As our daughter got older, it became clear a single pack each was not practical. That being said, I still do keep a modular bug out system. That includes a tactical bag, a large hiking pack for Nikki and myself, and a small camelback for our daughter. And we additionally have some other items that we need to unsecure to transport if we have to evacuate. I have made a simple 2-page list that encompasses different warning notices. They're divided into immediate 1 to 5 hour and 5 to 10 hour notice. This is so if I'm not home and Nikki has our daughter, or if I'm at home and it's just easy to have a quick check sheet to go through instead of having to remember these items. The fastest and least amount of items being at the top of the list, and adding items as there is more warning time. These different times cover all the situations that I could think of involving an evacuation. I used to have a detailed list ranging from wildfire to close major terrorist attacks. What I realized was this list was very long and took a long time to read. I needed to simplify everything. In the event of a surprise attack or earthquake, we can get what we need and be gone in about 45 minutes and not have to look back. If we have a situation like a known wildfire or growing riots, we have more notice and could have more time to prepare. And that's where those different tiers would come into in that list. All the above being said, we plan to shelter in place as much as possible. As John Lovell said, a structure is going to always be better than a vehicle or walking alone to fortify and secure. John also mentioned something that I think is very important. He is not an expert in every single area of preparedness. He is an expert in several areas. I have had many conversations over the years, and the people that I see as the best prepared are the ones that recognize continual education is important, and just as important is being surrounded by people in those areas that you are weak. This leads me to community. I am not an expert in farming, but I have friends that are farmers. I am not great at welding, but I have friends that are expert welders. These are just a few examples of community knowledge. In the community mindset in John's video, a family of 4 cannot defend or patrol their entire property or neighborhood. However, a community can communicate, patrol, and defend a relatively large area. I like reading and listening to a lot of Audible. A large majority of that has been Mark Goodwin's books. He is very good at giving detailed scenarios that allow you to brain game for you and your family. And it really helps you sit down and go through all these kind of scenarios and figure out what you would do. And that way muscle memory would kick in when situations would occur. And one thing I wanted to kind of put out there on the Warrior Poet Society that I thought was really cool that he's starting is he has a streaming service. It's going to be called WPSN, that's Whiskey Papa Sierra November, and Warrior Poet Society Network. It's going to be $80 a year, and it seems really cool. Once we get our personal finances kind of in order for the way the world is right now, and I feel like we're in a good buffer spot, that is something we're going to look into too. But it's going to, on the website you can go to, has a bunch of classes, and Warrior Poet Society is a phenomenal resource on YouTube. And John Lovell and his wife have done a lot of stuff, not just on tactics, but on homeschooling and a bunch of other stuff. And I hope this is helpful. I really do think that bug out bags are great, but I think what I'm noticing that a lot of other people in my age bracket with young families are noticing is you can't just have one bug out bag and expect to go. You need to be able to really work on what you're going to do as a family unit, your extended family, your friends. How are you going to protect your home? And on another video, I'm going to go over some basics on where to start preparing that would kind of dovetail into this video. Thank you for watching.